0-0 this season.
He's come out in 2 ace matches and won both. That's pretty impressive, actually. He's 5-7 against Terran. And another one of these guys that goes with like a very slow, sad song. I'm not the biggest fan. I'd pick something like Dragon Force.
Yeah, I'd pick something to lift me up, something that get me excited,
Yeah.
something pumped and ready to go. I don't want to feel sad when I'm going into a StarCraft match. That's actually probably the worst feeling that I could feel going into one.
Yeah.
Feeling depressed, just you don't want to win. You just want to not play.
As you're saying this, Stork like takes a big sigh and like his shoulders go down. Funnily enough, I didn't even realize Cure was the guy with the Dragon Force song, but he is. It does pick Seasons, another good song by them. He's doing very well out here this season, especially. Really coming to some good form in the beginning of round 1 here. He's 4-2. He's up there on that winners ranking and doing quite well for his team so far.
Yep. He's only played 1 TVP so far this season against San, and he lost to Classic 2-3 in the Star League Challengers. So he's had some big matches. Losing 2-3 to someone like Classic isn't horrible, Valdez.
Oh, of course not.
Not horrible, but not the best either.
Yeah, Classic a very strong player, but guys, we're going to jump into game number 4 here between Stork and Cure. Up here in the top of Catallena in the red, the Protoss player from Samsung Galaxy Con, it is Stork.
Down here at the bottom, Catallena, it is Cure.
The bottom.
The bottom. Started from the bottom.
Now we're here.
He's gonna be there against Stork. And yeah, I didn't put too much else down when I was doing my notes. Bang, bang.
And it says 1 time down there in Korean. Not exactly sure what that's referring to.
No, it could mean a lot of things, Valdez.
Yeah, it definitely could, Moonlade. Moonlade's making a really weird face at me right now. So yeah, I mean, this map, why don't we talk a little bit about it for PvT? I think it's one of the most imbalanced maps, actually, for that matchup, just in terms of stats. Like, I'm not going to make any statements here today, but so far, including unofficial games, it is 53-70 PvT.
Wow. Wait, 50? Okay.
Yeah, 53 Protoss wins, 70 Terran wins.
Yeah, it's definitely more favored for Terran. A lot of drop potential on this map, a lot of airspace around the main base specifically. As we can see, even behind the natural is a massive amount of space. Got to fly by there, do a lot of harassment, which is no doubt what we're going to be seeing from someone like QR. You really want to try and pick apart the Protoss early with biomines, go into that mid-game nice and strong with an economic lead, and kind of go for, I mean, depends on the player, obviously, but you can pull the boys, go for that sort of timing attack with 1-1, Vikings, SCVs, and Marines, and a few Ghosts. Or you can play it even later than that. Either way, not a bad choice on this map. We have seen a lot of Protosses kind of fall apart simply from the, I guess, awkward cliff angles and Vikings taking good shots on Colossi. More often than not, surprising amount of times, actually, we've seen that.
Yeah. Another thing about this map that's quite nice is actually Reapers can jump up that ledge and get full scouting information all the time. It's so hard to deny that scout, but this time Cure decided to just go straight barracks into command center. No gas.
Yeah, you know what? Cure has actually been the kind of Terran that we have seen play pretty greedy in this matchup. I specifically remember him against San, the one game he has played this season on Deadwing, where he went for CC first into 3 racks, and San went for a Blink Stalker roll, and that was simply too much bio for him to handle. So it's one way that Cure plays this, and we are seeing it again. A little bit safer. It's a bit of a smaller map, so not too surprising there. But we'll see how many racks does he go up to from here as well. Or if he's going to go for another CC, because we are seeing him go up to 300.
Cure being really annoying. They're blocking the gas from going down. You can do that if you stand right next to that gas.
All right, so adding a couple more racks just a little bit later. than expected. He was almost at around 400 minerals when he decided to put that down. So
yeah, he was microing his SCV at the gas, the Protoss.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you arrive at the same place where you have these 3 racks. You're going to have a lot of bio, but instead of being super greedy with the Nexus first, or rather the CC first, you get a barracks first instead. So mid game is going to look quite like the game you were mentioning against San in terms of Cure's base here.
But for Stork, on the other hand, we are seeing no Twilight Velas. We're going to be going straight to the Robo facility. So maybe Stork is going to be playing for that safer game, that more of a, I guess we say Hero sort of style. No, Hero likes to go Blink Stalkers too. I think we saw this last week.
Rain?
Was it Rain?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying Rain likes to play this style.
Oh,
where
right.
You just sit back and defend.
Yeah. Like defensive sort of style, early robotics facility. Going to see observers come out of the map, kind of surround your airspace with observers, get an idea of when they're going to be coming in, and kind of deflect everything while you comfortably get to Colossi, and then go into a third base just a little bit later.
Yeah. Very excited to see actually Stork going for this style. Did not want to see him just, all in and fail or something. I really want to see how fleshed out his build gets here and see exactly how much he's been practicing back at the house, because as we did mention before, he's a playing coach now. So not the same amount of time to dedicate to practice in the team house.
Still, I think the best kind of coach by far would be a playing coach.
Oh, yeah.
You need your coach to kind of understand the game, its mechanics, and what it's all about, for them to actually teach you or coach you on anything. So it makes perfect sense, and it's kind of fun to kind of see what level he's at and how he teaches his players.
Yeah, he sees one gas coming in here. Did not see if that second gas was coming up or not. And one thing to note here out of Stork is that he actually is delaying a forge quite long here. I mean, we do see sometimes double forge even come out. It could come out a bit later, of course. But for now, just playing quite safe. He's just got one extra gateway, and he's just making units.
It's actually kind of worrying some, because I feel like he's playing against someone who would probably be, he's playing a style that would be great against someone who's a lot more aggressive. Like, there we go. One off the top of my head would be Sky High, perhaps, or something. But instead, he's going to be going for a bit super defensive into later tech, which I feel like might give Cure a bit more of an opening to go for maybe an attack with this massive bio ball that he has. Stim halfway done. There might be an opening there, because it's not going to be Colossi anytime soon. Oh, yeah, in the short, maybe in a few minutes there will be, but not for a while.
Well, the starport, of course, with this build is much later, so drops do come in a bit later, but he does get them eventually. So even though on this map, of course, it does have that secondary ramp at the natural that you can just force field off, you're still going to be pretty weak to drops, especially with this much bio. You can easily elevator up onto the main ground with even just 2 medevacs. So it's definitely going to be something that Stork is going to be looking for. He already has one pylon out there kind of guarding that cliff area just for the scout, just to make sure he doesn't get caught out by anything like that.
And medivacs are just about to finish. 2 medivacs. This is going to be the window that Cure was looking for. And first Colossi will be out by the time he gets there. But still, besides that, there's not much ground units, not much gateway units.
Yeah, and the thing about the timing of this attack is that it's before the +1/+1 upgrade of the Protoss is going to be complete. So he's going to be looking to hit here before a lot of Colossi out, before the upgrades are done, and while he has a very low number of units.
Right.
So we're going to have to wait and see exactly how much damage this gets done. He actually gets up the ramp here with the Marine and scouts the army.
Yeah, he sees exactly where it is. Going to be harassing a probe as well. Why not?
He almost got that kill.
And we are going to see Cure going to be flying into the main base. That there's so many observers out that he knows exactly where they are. I think we might actually
Even
need
a probe
to see a scan or something. Just start clearing the way for these drops to get in without full detection.
Going ahead and dropping that third CC down right at the location there. Doesn't need to be safe for now. He knows that Stork isn't going to be able to put on any pressure for a while here. So he's going to go ahead and try to get that third base up quite quick while he drops. But so far, Stork, he does have one Colossus. Second one is about to pop out. And he should be quite fine. He's even got a cannon at each of the bases just to be a bit more safe with this build because it can be quite greedy going for that much tech all at once.
Yeah, 2-2 on the way, well and truly. 1-1 finished a while ago. Thermal Lance about to finish as well. So Stork is really, he's in a good position for this. And we are seeing a counter drop from Stork, which is probably the most important thing yet. 4 Zealots into the base as this drop comes down. Going to do a huge damage. He's going to cause so much disruption.
Where's he going to drop that exactly? He's going straight for the SCV. He's going to have to pull them out. And he's actually warping in there. 2 more Zealots. They're going to get to work at some of the add-ons as well. A scan going down sees this, but Stork knows about this huge drop, and his whole army is going to be in position.
It is, and yeah, essentially everything. Second Colossi coming up as well, and it's simply too much here. He's going to have to lift off.
Oh, but look at this. A huge amount of bio coming up the front ramp. It's easily going to be able to target down that Nexus, and Stork loses it.
Oh,
now
wow.
Kira can easily back off, even with no damage done in the main.
And Widowmine got 2 sentries as well, and yeah, not much damage in the main base considering 7 SCVs. It's going to eventually get cleaned up. Eventually, still maybe a little too much.
Eventually, although it is doing quite a lot of damage now.
It is cleaning up quite a sufficient amount. But we actually see a base up as well for Kira. So he's not really behind at all, even if he has to pull SCVs for a while.
Yeah. Stork said that he's happy that his teammates did trust him to come out today. So he's definitely playing his hardest right now.
Oh,
nice. Okay.
All right, cleans it up. That makes everything just so much easier for Kira. He now can move back onto the map without any worry of counterattacks or counter warp-ins again. The only problem is that 2-2 is just about to finish for Stork. Granted, he has been on one base mining for some time. His army is going to be pretty strong.
Yeah, I don't know if he wants to go for the attack, though. He just doesn't have that many units overall.
Yeah, I don't think he can attack. He can defend efficiently. He really needs to get a 3rd base more than anything else. The longer he stays on 2 base like this, just the further ahead Kira is going to get, and eventually Kira is going to decide to go for Vikings, and then it's just going to be easy peasy.
Uh-oh, a lot of these drops could be caught out. Blink is researched here. Does get 1 medevac right off the bat. But now Kira is going to be able to fly away up that cliff. One of the reasons why this map is so strong for Terran.
Yeah, let's see how far Stork is going to go out in this map. Looks like that was it. Deciding to retreat back home.
Going to get 3 Zealots, it looks like here. But Stork looking to actually make a go of it. His Colossi are totally out of position here.
God.
Losing 1 right off the bat. The second one is probably going to go down. 1 more hit will do it. And I don't know, there's just so much bio in this mix as well. Look at all those Widow Mines trying to catch up.
And the 3rd one's going to go down, completely resetting the Colossi count. Actually, as I say that, a 4th one comes down. But still, that's simply too much bio. Look at these Widow Mines zoning out everything as well.
Yeah, Kira takes a huge fight in the middle of the map. Stork's still on 2 base. Kira is easily mining off of 3 base with 62 SCVs back at home.
Oh, he's looking for that last Colossi. 2 shots away.
Yeah, he could have actually just picked up and gone in there.
He probably will.
What he's going to do now.
Yeah. Why not? Just advertising it, essentially.
Yeah. Colossus, okay, it does go down now. And the Observer is here, so he will be able to clean it up now. And a Blink is actually going to possibly get 2 medevacs here. But again, he's just got so many reinforcements. No Colossi out for Stork right now. And he's still on 2 base. Yeah. Actually, he just have 1 Colossus.
Yeah, Colossi just came out, and he targeted, fired down the Observers. So this 1 Widow Mine will remain at the top of the ramp as a spotter, while this kind of parade from the main base of Kira looks to end the game.
Kira goes over there and sees no 3rd base, and he's like, oh, what? Okay, I guess I'm more ahead than I originally thought I was.
Yeah.
Now he's going to go ahead and go for a drop. No, he spots a pylon first. Going to clean that up.
Looks like he has no intention of really making Vikings either. He just wants to end this the way it began with Bio Medivac. I guess he doesn't really need it when he's just been cleaning up the Colossi with simple bio movements. We are seeing Stork go down the ramp for some reason.
Did blink out there and kill 1 unlucky Marine. Huge drop going to come into the main. A scan at the natural at the same time. Here we go. Big drop. All those probes going to have to be pulled. Immediately targeting down that cannon and coming in here with another force. Going to fight against these zealots. I think he's got to back off. Wood mine hits do not go off.
Yeah. A bit more damage being done.
Ooh, and a decent drop over here. Just 2 zealots getting a lot of damage done. SCV count going down to about 8. 9 now.
Not bad, but not enough. Still down 50 supply. Stork kind of just still awkwardly on 2 base. He has to get a 3rd base if he wants to stay in this game. But he just spread so thin because these drops are just so much damage potential.
Oh, no. Not cleaning up those wood mines.
Oh, my God.
It's going to do a lot of damage. 36 probes now for Stork. He's essentially mining off of 1 base. And now the transition into a large number of Vikings does go on. 4 at a time out of 2 reactored starports. And he's going to have more than enough to clean up this puny Stork army right now.
Yeah, this should be incredibly one-sided, Valdez. It is an 80 supply lead for Cure. And, yep. Yep, that's it.
Yep. He's going to go for the attack here. Stork's going to try to pick off some medevacs first with some Blink Micro. And that is something you can do to try to possibly wiggle your way back into this game. He's now adding some High Templar. Storm is not on the way even just yet.
Yeah, I mean, adding some Archons could definitely help out against a big bio ball, as well as
going to be
feedbacks.
looking for feedbacks here.
Ooh, let's have a look at these medevacs. They're,
that one's getting close.
yeah, you know, do a little bit of damage. 2 of them could potentially die. And, yep, down they go. Still, that's enough bio to fight this army, except for this Archon coming up. And into the natural, we do see everything else come down. And that is simply way too many Vikings, and everything else is just going to get melted. And from here, we should see good game from Stork, and we are going to be going into that ace match, Valdez. Finally!
Great, man. Monday ace match.
Yeah, baby.
That's what we always got here. Stork putting up a decent fight, but in the end, Cure is just too solid these days.
A valiant effort, to say the very least.
Yep, GG for Stork. So Cure forcing that ace match. Who do you think is going to come out here tonight?
Oh, man. Who indeed? What map haven't we seen so far today, Valdez? It is the one question that I always wonder, and the one thing that I never write down.
It could be Foxtrot or Merry-Go-Round. So those are the 2 possibilities for maps.
Okay.
The 2 ones that haven't been played here in the second matchup.
Okay. Huh. Foxtrot merry-go-rounds. And a possible, well, definite ace match.
Maybe we'll see a Terran come out.
I feel like we're going to see Maru.
We definitely could, but I think because they didn't play him today, I don't know if he's really in form, like in good enough condition to come out in the ace match. This is a really important win